Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. So I'm recording this immediately after part 2 because kinda into it. Like, I complain and I get frustrated constantly when I play this game. It was the same with 999, but I actually do quite enjoy this. I'm enjoying it more than I did 999 when I played the beginning of the first game. I didn't really start to enjoy 999 until I was getting the endings, and we finally got the story. But like this one, I kind of like it. You know, we're gonna see what happens in the story, but you know, there's some interesting things going on, and yeah, I like Zero. Zero is funny, at least in this one. I can't stand Phi. We're gonna hope that that changes, but we'll see. I don't even know. But anyway, let's continue. We're going into the AB rooms. That's what we're doing right now. There wasn't really any discussion of who'd go into which door, and Phi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Because we're stuck with her forever. Wait, they all opened except ours. Looks like everyone's gone in already. I think we should head in too.
Why are you asking me?
I need to take deep breaths, calming breaths. She's so nasty.
Just hurry up and get in there.
Like, I know Sigma's kind of a dum-dum, like he's kind of, you know, but seriously, she's just nasty. Okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
I don't know what to expect in here. I think this is... Zero said this is like a mini game inside the bigger game, because it says on our bracelets we can't go into the red, green, and blue doors for 2 hours. So I guess this is like what we're doing until then? I don't know.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Huh? What? This game's got a time limit too? I'm sorry, what? Hello? Huh? What? 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 What the hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know.
Thanks.
Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
There is a dead body in here. Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. She's not dead? I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Phi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was... yeah, she dead. Blood. Is this a murder mystery? Is this reminiscent of Danganronpa? More so than 999? Because I'm here for it. I love the murder mysteries. Also, I know that... I'm sorry my face cam covers when he goes into novel mode. I read it, so it's okay. She's covered in blood. She's dead. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing. No breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin. She's dead.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Yeah, look away, small child. Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay.
Okay. I like to do their facial expressions. Okay. I can't. She looks ridiculous.
Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah. She's not breathing. And I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago. Oh, the bug is back.
Murdered?
Murdered? Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed.
Thanks.
Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
I'm sorry, what? Like a... Oh, the bug disappeared. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm distracted. What do you mean it was part of them? Like they're Captain Hook? What does she mean?
Part of them?
Except she's smiling. Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
I'm sorry, is she accusing? Is she accusing what's-his-face? Wait, didn't they all come out of these rooms? Wouldn't one of these two groups have come out of this particular bunker AB room thing? Was it Clover and Kay? But Clover was unconscious. Did they come out of this room?
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke.
No, it's not.
Don't take it so seriously.
Were they the ones who came out of this room? I don't remember.
Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary.
Okay.
She might be old, but she's still a woman.
Okay.
If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy.
Okay. You want one of the girls to perform the autopsy? I mean, I guess. I don't see why not. I wouldn't want to do it personally. It sounds horrible. Sounds like the worst job ever. I'm sorry.
Come on, boys, let's go.
I could never. I am squeamish. I can't even look at a tiny flying bug. Dio, Kay, and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyouji only stared. I mean, in his defense, he is a little bit older. I don't think he is going to be one to carry the dead body. Especially when you got some giant dude like Sigma there. Okay, I'm sorry. He's one of those beefy bros. That's what I was going to say. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. Wait. Does he know her? Is this his wife? He wasn't staring at us. Not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us. A smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyouji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. He knows her. Is that his wife? I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. Oh. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dry piece of wood. Jeez, bro. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. I mean, she is an older woman. Maybe she's his wife. He knows her. She looks like she's wearing like a cult's robe, doesn't she? She's got a diamond. I'm guessing all the stuff on her robes is also diamonds because it looks exactly the same as a ring. She looks so peaceful. Almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so. Did her husband stab her?
Anyway.
I'm just making wild theories.
I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
I don't want to do it. Good thing I'm a dude in this game. I don't want to do it. Because they're like, oh, well, a girl should do it. But, I'm a dude in this game, so I don't have to do it.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
No.
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You have a what now?
You're a nurse? No.
She's like some kind of, like, really high up doctor, isn't she? You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
That's her. That's what she looks like. Yeah, because this Luna's kind of, you know, she's kind of ditzy. You don't think she's going to be a doctor. I'm sorry. I don't think I'd want her as my doctor.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it.
Huh?
I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
I'm sorry, it does what now? So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes.
Wait. She's gonna take the scanner and scan this woman like she's groceries?
I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Itchy. Sorry. Sex female, estimated age 65 to 75 years. Diagnosis deceased. Cause of death, exsanguination. Estimated time of death 3 to 4 hours ago. Damage trajectory. Weapon entered through fourth intercostal, piercing the heart. Wound characteristics. It's clean and continuous. One sharp and blunt object. Blah blah blah. Conclusion. Based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp single-bladed instrument. Like a dagger or a knife or something. Who's got a pocket knife? Empty your pockets, everybody. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet? I'm sorry, this man is asking if she was stabbed with a clarinet? You know, Sigma, you really are just a special boy, aren't you?
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes. Isn't it all? I'm sorry, but these things, isn't this... We know this.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Does it?
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Except Zero.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, then nobody could have gotten in there after you two left. Which means...
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay?
Okay, calm down.
I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
He's not. I'm gonna tell you right now, K is not Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down.
Because he's the most obvious one. He's not Zero. Watch Sigma be Zero and he's just pretending to be dumb.
You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Exactly.
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess.
Yeah, like, she's posing like this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing.
It's true. Zero put her in there to sow the seed of animosity between them.
Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised.
Huh. Who do you think Zero is? I don't know yet. It's definitely not K. There's no way. He seems the most obvious because he's covered in that suit. So he seems the most obvious, which is exactly why it's not going to be him. I have no idea though. I think it would be interesting if we were Zero secretly, but we didn't know it.
There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just a part of a game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Bing bing.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes.
Votes for what? What am I voting for?
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Wait, what? Are we voting on who we trust? Because I trust none of these people. Watch Zero be the kid. Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Look at her. I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is...
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
What are we voting for? Can someone explain?
You see? Just as I said.
Okay, you shush.
Zero Junior ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
I'm sorry, I can't stop yawning. Honestly, like, I'm tired, but I don't feel as tired as I usually do when I play. Like, it's kind of late. It's like 10:30 right now. Which is past my bedtime, honestly. Usually I go to sleep very early. But I just can't stop yawning. I'm very sorry.
Let's get back to the warehouse.
Okay, what are we voting for? Can someone explain?
If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Junior. After all, He told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
Like, are we voting on if we trust, if we want to ally with our I'm confused. We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago.
What? Are you worried there's a ghost or something?
She's so nasty. I'm sorry. But, like, she's supposed to be my partner. I can't... Ugh. I want to switch. Like, listen, I say all these same things about Sigma that she's saying, but, like, she doesn't mean. She's, like... She has ill intentions, I think. She's just not nice. She's nasty. No. No, of course not. It's just... Doesn't it bother you?
Nope. I don't believe in ghosts.
I do.
I feel bad that she died, of course.
I've never seen a ghost, though. But I believe they're out there.
But there's not really anything I can do about that, is there?
I also don't really believe, like, most of those paranormal video, like, paranormal ghosts caught on camera and stuff. I don't really... Most of it, I think, is fake. But I do think that there are ghosts that linger around. A fun fact about me, I believe in ghosts. Also, I'm terrified of those porcelain dolls because I'm pretty sure they're haunted. And the videos of the dolls moving by themselves, no nightmare fuel right there. That's horrible. Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything that's happening right now. What are they talking about? Damn. You're pretty cold, you know that? That's a lot nicer than what I would have said. No, that's completely wrong. I would never say that to anybody because I am a giant chicken and I hate confrontation. So even if I think she's being mean, I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to be like, you're being mean. I'm just going to, like, take it. I'm sorry. That's how I am.
I prefer bold, but whatever.
No, there's a difference between being bold and being mean. Like, there's a difference between, like, it's like when people are like, oh, I'm just being honest, but they're being, like, really cruel about it. Like, no, you're not being honest. You're being a jerk. Like, you know.
Just don't let emotions get in the way.
Except anger, because clearly you're full of it. That's pretty much the definition of cold.
Anyway, let's go. Looks like the others have already gone in.
Fine. But I mean, I guess she's my partner, right? So I guess I have no choice but to trust her. I'm sorry, are we doing another escape room? What is it? You find a ghost or something?
No.
I like to think that when he asks for that, he's like, you find a ghost? He's like kind of teasing her.
Look at the screen. There's something there.
The screen. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. Huh? I'm sorry, what? Did I click start? Where are we? And there goes the door.
Yep.
So we're all trapped in here, all of us?
Hooray! Everybody's finally here!
Everybody.
I've been waiting.
So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who was that old woman?
Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
All?
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy.
Oh, so we're all in different rooms. I thought they were all just gonna come into this room to investigate where the woman's body was, but we're all just in our separate rooms. Okay.
I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but BO is especially loud.
I love that he calls her B.O. I mean him. What's that guy? The guy Dio. She calls him B.O. I keep calling the rabbit she, he. I don't think it matters. Honestly, it's rabbit.
For real, BO, I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AV game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano.
That was stupid.
Well, there are two people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
So we always have to fight, like, not particularly fight, but like work together constantly. Like Sigma and Phi are just, they count as one person. Is that what I'm getting here?
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
Oh, so we're going against, what's his face? Why did I forget his name? I've been playing through. How did I already forget his name? What's the older guy?
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Tenmyouji and went through the yellow door, didn't they?
Siggy and Fido paired up with Tenmyouji? I can't. This Zero is great. Like, compared to 999 Zero, who was just... This is great. This is hilarious. I love it.
That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Tenmyouji. And it goes the other way too. Tenmyouji's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Mooney.
She called K Potassium. Cleaver. Wait. Does anyone remember in 999 the axe ending? Isn't that an axe like a cleaver? In the axe ending, Clover killed everybody with an axe. So I think that's a little tiny little Easter egg, right? Towards that, with that ending, because I'm pretty sure in that ending she just was stabbing everyone with an axe.
And Bio and Quark's enemy will be Alas.
Alas? Who's Alas? Oh, Alice.
Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
Oh. I mean, at this point in the game... Alright, I'll talk about this later when we have... I guess we have the choice. Because, like, at this point, is there a reason not to ally with the other person?
What?
What?
Don't get it?
You don't get it? Oh my god, you don't get it.
Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
Well, Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
Yes.
All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those
What if we pick ally and he picks betray? Because like, could that happen?
Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick.
I still don't remember what BP is.
It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart.
I love Zero so much.
The plus and minus are from your point of view.
So you'd want a plus, right? Oh, but if the partner... Wait. If you ally and the opponent betrays, you lose 2. If you ally and the opponent allies, it's +2. If you betray and the partner allies, it's +3. Why would you get +3 if you betray and they ally? Huh. And then if you both betray, it's 0. Huh.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome.
Then how come you get more if you betray and they ally? Because it's more dramatic?
Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3.
Oh, they get 3.
We call that the stupid jerk face outcome. Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters.
Storm with some taters.
The third choice is the opposite of that.
The opposites.
It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2.
Oh, okay, I see. I understand now. Okay, I see the betray, the -2, and why the other person would get 3. Okay, I get it now. Thank you.
We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely 0 change in BP.
Absolutely 0 change of BP.
Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most. You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? No, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The 2 of you only get 1 vote.
So we have to work together? What if we just do what we want and not listen to what she wants to do? That's mean.
You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points, though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess.
I'm sorry, you're purposely keeping some rules from us. Why?
After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait.
No,
Now.
I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
So we have to make a choice. Come on, Fi. What do you want to do?
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trauma!
Have a nice trauma?
We don't have time to talk about this.
No, can you just explain what do you want to do? That'll take less than 10 seconds. What do you want to do?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm sorry, what? Rock, paper, scissors?
We have to decide who's gonna press the button.
Well, clearly it's gonna be me. I don't trust you. And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I choose paper.
Rock.
I win. Paper. Huh. Looks like I won. I wonder, that's probably rigged to make me win every time.
Damn it. So what are you gonna pick?
I'm gonna pick ally because I feel like this early in the game, and I'm sure that this kind of vote is gonna happen again. Like, this isn't a one-time thing. There's no way it would be a one-time thing, especially since they went into so much detail about the rules and the points and all this stuff. They're gonna make us do this every time, I think. And I think right now, at the beginning of the game, it's better to just ally. I don't have a reason not to, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of suspect that that lady was his wife and he murdered her. Tenmyouji. I remember his name as Tenmyouji. Okay, but I don't think that it is really that there's a point in not allying. It feels like it's so early on. I don't know anything about this guy, so I just feel like it would be better to ally, at least for now. I'm sure it'll happen. Well, there'll be another vote, so that's my reasoning. I guess ally. Oh, I don't even pick. He picks for me, which is good because that was what I was going to pick anyway.
We're playing against Tenmyouji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
No, but I don't know him well enough to say he will betray me either. I guess not.
Yeah. If he does, what does that make our BP?
+2. Oh, down 2. 1 point each. Oh, yeah, the BP is the number on their bracelet, right? So they all have 3. Huh. This is more than a minute. Even without me talking, this would be more than a minute. But that's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll be a little further away from the goal, but all we've got to do is earn those points back.
And when will we do that?
I don't know, the next time there's a vote. Okay, well, I don't actually know. But it's pretty obvious that we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, we can't get to 9 BP if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex's game polling closes.
10 seconds, bro. Just click ally.
Well, you won.
Yeah, I'm gonna click it.
The decision's yours.
Okay.
Now decide.
I did already.
Ally or betray?
I'm ally.
3, 2, 1.
In that last moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice. Oh, so I can choose. Or can I? That seems a bit, like, blurred out. The vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
So everyone's gonna see? That's interesting. That could cause some big tensions in the group. But I suppose that's the point, isn't it?
Thank you for your participation.
Can you talk any slower?
Ambidex gates now opening.
As Phi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyouji was left behind, his footsteps slow, a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? He saw his dead wife.
So you chose ally, huh?
Yeah, I did. You don't get to complain. I won, remember?
not complaining.
You are complaining. You wanted to choose betray.
I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
I think you're being mean. Oh, you worry too much. Sigma, that's not a compliment. She's not complimenting you. She's trying to insult you. I'm sure Tenmyouji chose ally too. I don't know, actually. That's the thing. That's what makes it interesting. You don't know what the other character chooses. I wonder if the story changes depending on what you choose. Like, is their response always the same? Right? So if I had chosen betray and he chose betray too, if like that's his automatic thing to choose for this one, would it change the story? That'd be kind of interesting.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Sorry, my eye's burning all of a sudden.
Yo, what's up?
Hello, Zero. Zero's great.
Siggy!
Yes.
Fido!
Fido.
Hey, what are you kids doing over there?
Having a chit chat?
We're about to announce the results.
Please don't. Let's go. We should have a look at those results.
Fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, they'll find out eventually, depending on if their bracelet changes.
Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Where? Oh, cool. Bro. Bro betrayed me. Look at this. Kay and Clover betrayed Luna. Dio and Quark betrayed Alice. And Tenmyouji betrayed us. So look, if I had chosen betray, would Tenmyouji then have chosen ally? Or was I like coerced into choosing ally anyway? And like it wasn't really a choice. That's what I had to do. You know what I mean? What? Wow. So everybody, like, in every group, somebody allied and somebody betrayed. And the people who allied, like, are probably feeling very betrayed right now. And I wouldn't blame them. I feel like if we, as much as I really don't want to deal with her, if we went with Luna, she would ally with us. I feel like she'd ally with everybody. Wow.
Here are the results from your game.
I don't like this game.
Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Let us.
Sigma. Phi.
Don't talk to me.
I'm sorry.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. You little butt. Why? Tenmyouji, why? I trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
Shut up. I'm mad at you. No, because I'm never gonna trust you again. Anytime we're paired, I'm just gonna betray you every time. Just screw you.
See?
Okay, listen, you don't need to go with the I told you so speech, okay, Fido? You don't need to do it.
I told you.
They switch. Listen, I like to believe in the good of people. People are inherently good, and I like to believe that. And you're trying to ruin it for me.
A soft heart is the easiest to break.
I do have a soft heart.
Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Yes. Just tell me one thing, Tenmyouji. Why did you do it?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am dead serious. Look me in the eye and tell me why you betrayed me, you little... But...
Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose.
You're mean. You might even be meaner than Fido. At least she's unashamedly mean. And she didn't, you know... I don't know. It's just... Ugh.
You think I had a choice?
You did, actually. You had a choice. You little...
Right. I think that's enough for me.
Yeah, get out of my sight.
I'm old, and I'm tired.
No, don't play the... Don't put out the old card. No, you're not getting my sympathy points, okay?
So tired.
Tenmyouji shuffled off. Same weight I'd seen earlier sitting heavy on his shoulders. It was only then that I noticed an angry voice nearby.
Hey! What the hell is this?
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose Ally, I swear to God.
He's gonna blame the kid?
But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
Okay, Quack, what is his name? Okay, maybe I did underestimate the child because he is in fact a child, and I shouldn't have done that. Whoa.
What?
What? I can't, their faces are ridiculous. I love it.
Oh, come on. Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh?
I can't tell if he's lying or not, because like Dio seems kind of like the type who would lie about that to get the heat off of him and make him look good and throw anyone else under the bus, even if it is a child. I don't know.
You're a manipulative little twerp, aren't you?
Quark, is he telling the truth? Were you the one who chose betray? No!
Who's telling the truth? Who do you think?
I didn't do anything!
My first instinct would be that Dio is lying. Because he just seems like the type to just, you know, like if he was running from a monster, instead of protecting the child, he'd throw the child at it to get himself more time to run away, right? You know, he seems like that kind of type. But then again, am I just underestimating Quark because he's a child? And that's the only reason. That's also possible.
I didn't have a chance to do anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever. The cute and innocent act isn't gonna work.
No!
Fine. You just wait.
Oh. Alice turned on her heel and stormed off before Quark could reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
I moved away silently to let them stare daggers at one another. It seemed that theirs wasn't the only team facing some friction, however. Yeah, everybody has friction now. That's the point of this, isn't it?
We aren't trying to blame you.
She's just like...
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray?
Oh.
Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
The air in the room seemed to turn thick and sour, hanging over us like a brooding, angry cloud. What happens? Do I get like a game over if I lose all my BP points? What would happen then? Like if I choose next time to go with Luna, and then I assume she's gonna ally just because she's a kind person, and she doesn't, and I lose the points, I get to 0. What happens? Do I just die? The poison, right? It's crazy. Because, like, I would assume if we went with Luna for the second one, I would just be like, oh, she's just gonna ally, so we can ally too, and we can both get points. But now that she's been betrayed once, she might not ally after that. Like, her trust might be shattered. Huh. It was a grim omen of darker times to come.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Because you said round 1, silly goose.
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point.
Right? Is that what happens? When you get to 0, the bracelet injects the poison in you?
You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
Never.
I don't know.
No.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right you are. So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round.
The moon round?
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
What is a moon card? Moon cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them? Oh, that makes sense. For the first time, Sigma's faster than I am.
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
Okay.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
3? How many symbols were in the safe patterns? It was the sun, the moon. Was there a third one? I think so.
I don't know.
Was it a star?
As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Rude. I'm mad at you.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Oh. So it could surpass 9 BP?
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points.
If everybody just betrays each other, nobody gets any points, right?
After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5.
Hey, he said happens, not hoppins.
Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897.
I'm sorry, what?
Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something? Hey, how come everybody has their own little character model, but we don't? Like, we never really see him. Like, we saw him in, like, a picture at the beginning, but, like, other than that... Like, he doesn't have a little character model, which kind of sucks. Like, why?
I don't know. Can
you?
Yeah, can you? There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people, exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door.
Oh. Interesting, because in 999, there definitely were rules about that.
It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
Huh? What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Really? How can you do that?
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Like, is it depending on the color? So if we have red, we can go in magenta because magenta has red in it. But then that doesn't make much sense because, right? Like, green would be yellow. Green has yellow in it. Blue is clearly cyan is blue.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
It's scanning the bracelet. If we had somebody else's bracelet, like if we had Tenmyouji's bracelet, we could just go in by ourselves. If we took Vi's bracelet, we wouldn't have to deal with her anymore. I'm just kidding.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But, wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off? Wait, we're purple now.
No, yes! They do indeed.
When you die, you gotta cut off the hand, the wrist.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
The second way is to die.
What's the second way?
To die.
Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, B.O.
I can't with the BO is hilarious.
I think you already know.
What?
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Then die.
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Wow.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
Are we gonna end up killing each other? Is this a killing game?
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. a second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Are they actually gonna start killing each other? That would be nuts.
Next round.
This guy.
Yep.
He betrayed us.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything?
Well, do I have to explain everything?
Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
I hope somebody does. I'm sorry. Listen, it's a story. It's not real. These characters are not real people. And I think it would be interesting to see one of these characters actually die. And not just like... You know, it wouldn't be like in 999 when the guy who wore the number 9 bracelet just died right at the beginning. Just for plot reasons. He was like a plot death. Okay? I think it would be interesting if the choices we make when it comes to going with people determines who dies.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Alas or Siggy. Or Fido. Or maybe Mooney.
Me? She thinks it's gonna be me?
Or maybe everyone?
Everyone. How does she do that voice like that? That laugh? It's like the perfect villain laugh. What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
Yeah, you get to 0 and the poison kills you.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice, and I only have 1 BP. If any of us chose Ally and got betrayed...
So there's no point. Why would we choose Ally? We'll just choose Betray. You lose more if you choose Ally. I just like to see the good in people, and clearly they don't feel the same way about me.
Our BP would drop below 0.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the door, opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people, so long as you had the right bracelets. Bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing.
more?
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right?
Oh, the green, blue, red?
There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green.
Wait, is this why we're purple now? Are we gonna have to combine again? Because our bracelet changed to purple.
That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Oh, I guess we're magenta. It looked purple to me.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look!
I noticed already that when we looked at his thing, it was
The
not
color's
red
changed,
anymore.
hasn't it?
Yeah, my color's changed. It's magenta now.
Mine's magenta too.
Wait, we have a new pair? We're with Clover now? I don't have to be with Fido all day, every day? Huh. So I'm a pair with Clover.
Me too.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought it stayed the same throughout the whole thing, but it changes with each round.
Hey, wait! It wasn't just the color that changed. I'm a solo now.
Looks like Clover and I are still pairs, though.
I'm a yellow pair now.
I am yellow as well, but it seems I'm still a pair.
Then who's the yellow solo?
Me.
Oh, it's B.O.
Still a solo.
I'm mad at you.
Looks like I'm cyan.
I don't want to go with you.
I'm a cyan pair. Aren't you one too?
Yeah. Says pear, and the color's cyan.
When did they change?
When we got the results. Hello. Pay attention.
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
That's interesting. I like that. I was worried that it was going to be the same always, and we'd be stuck with Phi forever.
The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything. Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu.
Adieu.
Sadly, we may never meet again.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
What?
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right?
No.
I'll never see you guys again.
Oh. I'm sorry, the fact that it's a bunny makes me feel bad for it, because I love bunnies.
Did you really think I was gonna cry? Nah, 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 nah. Suckers!
Ugh, I hate the Nana Boo Boo. I hate it. Oh, it's awful. It's so nasty.
As if I'd cry over you dummies!
What the? You freaking jerk. I'm not saying it.
You mad? Anyway, good luck.
Good luck, bye.
I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday.
Okay, creepy.
Have a nice tragedy.
Have a nice tragedy. I thought it was a have a nice trauma. I think it's so funny.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah. Looks like about 42 minutes. We hang out.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits.
There's no other exit, lady.
Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something.
No, there's no way. There's vents up there. You can see them. There's like 10 of them right there. There's no way they open and that you can get in there.
If there's a chance Zero missed something.
There isn't.
I concur.
I concur.
There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking, and if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
No. There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved to investigate. And that is where I'm going to end this episode. This one was purely like plot stuff and no escape room in this one. But I do think that was really important. Like it's a very interesting dynamic because after you go through that voting thing and you decide to say betray somebody and they're bitter about it, you could end up paired with them in the next round, and that just makes it a little difficult. But it's very interesting. I like that it shuffles around. I like that the colors change. That's really cool. And I'm looking forward to playing more of this game. I do quite like it. I like it more than 999. I think I could confidently say it now. I also love Zero. I think Zero is hilarious. I don't know, I think it's hilarious. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time in another episode where we're gonna investigate and go through another door to another escape room. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.